Yo, and we are live. Yo, this is Set with Set and Kimmy, and I'm back with another one for y'all, man. Today, we went in on the dating, so now let's...
You know what we are discussing today? The great presidential debate was last night, Donald Trump versus Joe Biden, and I have to admit that after watching it, I've had a complete change of heart.
Man, I think her and all of America had a change of heart. That shit was just, man, disappointing. I mean, a complete fail. Like, why'd they even have that man out there?
Watching the debate and refreshing my Twitter feed made me realize something. The propagandists, they're having all the fun. Seriously, what am I even doing on this show trying to tell you guys the truth? They get to be creative and interesting as they work to spin reality. Like this journalist from NBC, who immediately recognized that whatever the dosage of amphetamines that they were likely injecting into Joe Biden's ass ahead of his performance, it just wasn't strong enough. So she set out to provide viewers with an early excuse. She tweeted this. It reads, new. Two sources familiar with the situation say President Biden has a cold. Just a cold, guys. Yeah, I was thinking maybe she misspelled dementia, but let's go with that. Joe Biden had a cold last night. Today, I am her. I am Kelly O'Donnell of NBC. I am this. I am a mainstream media journalist, and I'm going to give you three very...
She says, I'm going to embody what these people be telling you, because there ain't no way. Ain't no way. Two sources familiar with it says Joe Biden has a cold. Like a cold, bro? A cold ain't never had me fumbling my words like that now.
Very clear, indisputable reasons that you should totally not believe your own eyes or ears and vote for Joe Biden this November. Please. That's what's coming up on Candace.
Shut up, Candace. Shut up, Candace.
All right, guys, so I don't know if the latest model of COVID dropped last night, but it appears to me that a lot of people had a cold last night. A lot of people must have had sinuses, maybe lost their sense of taste, because the usual pundits just weren't responding to the debate in the way that I thought they would. I was really shocked to hear the reviews of Joe Biden's performance pour in. Here are just a few from liberal organizations, no less. Take a listen.
The people who were texting with me were very concerned about President Biden seeming extremely feeble, seeming extremely weak.
I've been talking to... and we're going to get the border together and total asylum. Yeah, that was Biden up there last night.
A lot of leaders in the Democratic Party, electeds, coalition leaders, there's a full-on panic about this performance.
John King has described a panic inside the Democratic Party right now because of President Biden's performance in tonight's debate. He's been hearing from Democratic lawmakers and others around the country.
He said a whole panic. He's like, man, this man went up there and just did the most terrible performance. Trump up there with the whole, oh, yeah, we got him, man. It's a wrap. We done secured the dub on Biden. If they don't switch Biden out, it's a secure dub.
Country.
It was good, Kingsley. Appreciate you for pulling up.
Some within your own party are wondering if President Biden should even step aside. What do you say to that?
What? Step aside?
Nah.
A feeble, weak...
Nah, don't step aside. Stand on that. Nah. Stand on that. Nah, y'all was hyping him up. Y'all was having him out there fumbling all over the floor and fumbling all over his speeches. Nah. Stand on it.
Concerned? Panicked? This is insane. They must have been watching something else. I mean, at least Van Jones had a little more heart when he touched upon the subject. Here's what he had to say.
That was painful. I love Joe Biden. I work for Joe Biden. He didn't do well at all. He did not do well at all. And he looked,
Look, when old colleagues who actually like you are pretty much saying, I ain't gonna lie, bro, that was an L. He looked decrepit. My man looked like, bro, he did not know where he was at. He didn't know what he was talking about half the time. Bro talked about something, how one of his sons died. When he was like, dog, what are you talking about? Your son died this way. Y'all know your son died in a car crash. What?
I'll give you the analysis. You kind of have the old man versus the con man. I can walk you through how I'm supposed to see it and say it, but I just want to speak from my heart.
God, Kingsley,
I love that guy.
Boy,
that's a good man.
Thank you, Van Jones. I also love that guy, and he is a good man, and he does care about this country. And anybody who's saying anything else is obviously wrong. I want to be clear to you, America. Biden last night was forthright. He was audacious, and I would argue that he was both clear and concise in all of his answers, which brings me to reason number one that you should definitely, totally go vote for him. And that's because of his communication skills. They are second to none.
Bro, if you voting for Biden, that shit is out of pity at this point. Like, there's just no way. Because I watched that entire debate. He reacted to it and all that good stuff. Trust me, I was there watching too. That shit looked crazy. It's like, I couldn't even imagine that this was real. I'm like, so y'all couldn't even hit my man with the, I don't know, the amphetamine, hit him with the adrenaline, I don't know. Oh, no. Why didn't you put the mask guy up there, bruh? Like, bro, y'all had a whole mask biting. What happened to mask biting, man?
And in case you need reminding, here is Joe Biden last night explaining to voters how he is going to tax trillionaires, he meant billionaires, so that we can have free childcare. Take a listen.
What I'm going to do is fix the tax system. For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America. And what's happening? They're in a situation where they, in fact, pay 8.2% in taxes. If they just paid 24% or 25%, either one of those numbers, they'd raise $500 million, billion dollars, I should say.
Oh, God, though, them arguing about golf was low-key hilarious. I was like, bro, not y'all arguing about, bro, I bet my stroke game better than yours, bro. I was like, bro, come on, no, this is not what we're about to do.
In a 10-year period, we'd be able to wipe out his debt. We'd be able to help make sure that all those things.
Wipe out his debt? See, look, bro, if you really paid attention to what Biden was saying, bro was made no real coherent sense. Like, every time I heard this man talk, I almost burst out laughing at work. I was then like, bro, there's no way. There's no way, bro. All the lies he was telling and everything, oh my God, bro. The CNN fact checker destroyed him. They got on Trump's ass too, but they was really on Biden.
Things we need to do, child care, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system.
Shit, well, we wouldn't need child care if y'all wasn't trying to weaken the family system. Maybe if y'all, y'all laid off the family and, masculine men, we wouldn't have to worry about child care so much. But, y'all just love single motherhood, though. I swear to God, y'all do.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the COVID, with dealing with everything we have to do with, look, if...
I swear to God, there ain't no way. Bro, why they do my nigga like that? Bro, Trump's face on God, he's like, there's no way y'all put this man up here. He's like, y'all put him up here with me? Oh, shit. I ain't gonna lie, Trump just looking at this whole situation just like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I don't want this one. I done cashed in, man, like.
We finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden.
Yes, thank you, President Biden. You know what? I don't like the faces there that Trump was making at him. Like he was.
That man just paused. And then we finally beat Medicare. Nigga, like.
You what? Struggling to understand the end, and people were circulating this clip as if what he said didn't make sense. So we decided to create this quotable for you of what he was saying about childcare and elder care and what he was going to do. He said, quote, for clarity, childcare, elder care, making sure that we continue to strengthen our healthcare system, making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with
it was a general squealing. It was crazy.
With the COVID, excuse me, dealing with everything we have to do with the look. There was some general squealing that took place after.
if we finally beat Medicare. I've been waiting to do with the COVID, and dealing with everything we had to do with if we finally beat Medicare. Like,
you stupid.
Like, bro, there's no way this is what they're selling us.
Really, nigga?
For that, and then he said, if we finally beat Medicare.
Oh, yeah. There's powerful niggardry at work here.
And I think that clarifies everything. Similarly, on the topic of open borders, Biden offered a clear solution when he said that he would, quote, put a total ban on the total initiative relative to what we are going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers. Okay. And I was disgusted to see how Trump responded to him with such nastiness. Take a listen.
There are 40% fewer people coming across the border illegally. That's better than when he left office. And I'm going to continue to move until we get the total ban on the total initiative relative to what we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
I can't believe Trump said that. It doesn't matter what he said.
This was a banger. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I swear to God, everybody paused at this moment, was like, yep, he won the debate. Just go ahead and throw it in, Democrat. He won the debate. It's over.
What we're going to do with more border patrol and more asylum officers.
President Trump? I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
I can't believe Trump said that. It doesn't matter what he said. It gets the people going. People were hyped because he was saying some stuff, and it's not necessary to point out that it doesn't always make sense. Which brings me to reason number 2 that you should get out there and vote for Joe Biden this November. It's because Joe Biden has the audacity. We need a leader that is audacious. And for me,
audacious enough to go up in there and look like a goddamn idiot, because ain't no way.
You stupid.
Bro, Biden's whole campaign, the Biden administration.
You stupid.
Because ain't no way that y'all thought you was going to get away with that. That's how stupid they think America is. They think y'all stupid enough to buy that. And if you are, well...
You stupid.
I recognize that when he began yelling at Trump about sleeping with porn stars. Take a listen.
Grand.
How many billions of dollars do you owe in civil penalties for molesting a woman in public, for doing a whole range of things, of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant? I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
Hey, yo, Trump shrugged like, yeah, well, shit, yeah, I did that. That boy, we got to go back over that. That shit had to be weak. He said you have the morals of an alley cat was hilarious.
Of having sex with a porn star on the night while your wife was pregnant. I mean, what are you talking about? You have the morals of an alley cat.
The morals of an alley cat, he said seriously, as if Hunter Biden's laptop doesn't even exist. It was just a trove of pornography. And when you are talking about people and molestation and sleeping with other people, the fact that Joe Biden got up there and pretended that Hunter Biden was not even a person in his life so that he could land a punch on Donald Trump, I thought that was brave. But the number one reason that I'm asking my listeners to get out there and to vote for Biden this November is...
Like, I ain't gonna lie, the whole time, man, everybody listening to Biden like...
What did he say?
Because this is a man that is brave enough to cheat and to lie when everybody is watching. And that reminded me of my college years when I watched South Park and they did an episode on Bill Belichick and cheating. And
shout out South Park.
Yeah, they had some very good lessons and tidbits about the way to cheat. Take a listen.
This is Bill Belichick, coach of the New England Patriots.
Yep, coach of the New England Patriots. He cheated. Okay, I don't even know if I could play this. I'm gonna risk it.
He's won 3 Super Bowls. How?
Yes, he has.
He cheated.
Yes, he did.
He even got caught cheating, and nobody cared. Bill Belichick proved that in America it's okay to cheat, as long as you cheat your way to the top.
Ain't that the truth?
Hey, I don't want to be called a cheater.
No. If you cheat and fail, you're a cheater. If you cheat and succeed, you're savvy.
Yep.
Joe Biden is
your way through the
savvy.
rules.
This is Joe Biden. And yeah, I think the 2020 election proved that in America, if you cheat your way to the top, if you don't get caught, you are nothing more than savvy. And that's not all South Park had to offer. Take a listen.
When Bill Belichick got caught with his camera, he did not panic. He simply said what every good white cheater says when caught. I misinterpreted the rules. It's what you must also say when caught cheating. I misinterpreted the rules. Say it with me. I misinterpreted the rules.
What did he say?
Yes. Yeah, you gotta love South Park, man. Ah, man, the most epic adult cartoon ever.
And I think that's honestly
Best
what
one,
happened
best
last
one.
night.
By far.
Beyond anything else, Joe Biden simply
Better than Rick and Morty, in my opinion, too.
misinterpreted the rules. And so, yes, I did very much respect it when every time Biden was asked a question, despite us being informed that they had not received the questions and were allowed no notes, Biden just kept glancing down and offered these automated answers as if he had very much received all of the questions in advance. And beyond that, I had to respect it when he brazenly told viewers that the Border Patrol Union had endorsed him. Take a listen to that moment.
By the way, the Border Patrol endorsed me, endorsed
What did he say?
my position.
And yeah, I'll admit it. It was a little bit surprising when the Border Patrol Union themselves then instantly tweeted this in response to that moment. They wrote, "To be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden." Yeah, that tweet's been viewed 25 million times, but that doesn't actually matter. He misinterpreted the rules, right? He didn't actually.
That boy was lying. We just gotta.
When the Border Patrol Union themselves then instantly tweeted this in response to that moment. They wrote, "To be clear, we never have and never will endorse Biden." Yeah, that tweet's been viewed 25 million times, but that doesn't actually matter. He misinterpreted the rules, right? He didn't know he needed the endorsement to say that he had gotten the endorsement. And I would say the same for all the other lies that he told to us, to our face.
Because I ain't gonna, how crazy is that? You letting in all these immigrants. All these immigrants then came in. Then you say, well, the people who's protecting the border endorsed me. So, like, what are you talking about? And it's just like,
Stop the cow.
like, also, and
What did he say?
This, which were pointed out by none other than CNN. Take a listen.
To some of them, he said he's the only president in a while who didn't have any troops dying anywhere in the world. Troops have, of course, died on his watch. He said he's put in a $15 per shot cap on insulin and Medicare. It's a $35 a month cap. He said it's a $200 cap on overall drug spending in Medicare. It's $2,000 a.
So, hey, and this is a theory here. What if they're just telling Biden this? What if Biden truly doesn't know what's really going on in America? What if everything he's saying is what his handlers is actually telling him is going on? Like, oh yeah, we did that. Yeah, we got all this good stuff going on. Yeah, that's us. Yeah, Biden, we're taking care of everything, knowing damn well this shit is effed up. Because boy was talking that shit like it was facts. Like somebody told him that this was actually going on or something.
A year. He said the border now has fewer crossings than when Trump was in office. That's generally not true. He said, or at least strongly suggested, unemployment was at 15% when he took office. It was actually 6.4. He said Trump wants to get rid of Social Security. Trump doesn't. He said billionaires pay 8.2% in taxes. It's much higher. He said Trump told Americans to inject bleach amid COVID. We know Trump made foolish comments about scientists studying disinfectant injection, but didn't frame it as advice to people. And Biden said the Border Patrol endorsed him. No, its union supported the border bill he'd supported, never endorsed him himself.
Yikes. Don't listen to any of that. Listen to me. Repeat after me, America. Biden, he misinterpreted the rules.
No, we need to retire, my man.
He misinterpreted the rules. That's all that happened last night, and it is not a big deal. And by the way, we know what supersedes all of this nonsense, all of these people on panels talking about his performance, trying to analyze it. The experts. We know beyond anything else is that we should always trust the experts. And 10 out of 10 times, the experts are doctors. And there's no greater expert when it comes to Joe Biden than his wife, Dr. Jill Biden.
Oh, this is sad.
And she had this to say about the performance.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
Good job, Joe. You did a really good job. That's a good job, Joe. You answered all the questions. You read through the teleprompter and the notes right. I'm so proud of you, Joe. Like, bro, there ain't no way.
And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie!
Y'all wasn't even in unison. Oh, Lord, man. Look at this man. This man barely smiling. He don't even know where he's at.
Yes!
I love that so
That
much.
boy
Because she really
high.
is a mom
That
with
boy
their
is
toddler.
high.
That's me to my son when he eats his vegetables
That is when they hit him with the morphine.
at dinner. I'm like, Georgie, you did such a good job. And then everyone goes, yeah. In the kitchen,
Like,
we
way
all
to go,
clap
champ.
and we just make him feel so good. And he looks up and he smiles. It's beautiful. It is a touching, beautiful relationship. The First Lady, Dr. Joe Biden, and her husband, toddler Joe. So that's it, you guys. You know what to do this November. Do not believe your own eyes. Do not believe your own ears. And trust the experts. And guess what? If you do, it's probably going to be more or less the same of what we are dealing with. We saw Joe Biden struggling last night, but we all know that the majority of Americans, unfortunately, are suffering and struggling under his presidency. With what? Well, everyday bills, food, gas, and even power. If you own a home, I want you to do something for me. Candace Owens. All right, guys, now it's time to get into some stories. But before we get into some stories, I want to remind you to head to locals.com, support the show in whatever capacity.
Shout out to
Okay, first up, on a serious note, what are my suspicions about the debate last night? Well, I think the majority of people are recognizing that it seems a little bit too perfect, right? They allow him on the stage. It's their team's idea to put him on the stage.
Yeah, we thought they was gonna juice him up like they did for the State of Union. We thought that's what we thought we was gonna get that Biden. Okay, let's be real. When we seen him come out like that, yeah, it's either the Democratic Party abandoned all hope or they're about to pull like some crazy shit. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, I would not be surprised if they just take us for the boom, Gavin Newsom or somebody. Like, man.
They know that this
But it
man
can't
has
be
been in a
him.
full decline. He has dementia. I mean, there's no question that he has dementia. And by the way, he's had dementia
really gonna
since
bet
he was
on
first
Biden,
elected
though?
into office. They just used COVID as a way to shield him
y'all
from the
think? They
public,
betting on
pretending
Biden?
that they were just worried about, spreading viruses. Well, unfortunately, as it works, as the years goes on, it can advance quite quickly, and that's what we're seeing. It's why he's got that gaping mouth, right? When you see him and that faraway stare. For any of us who have had relatives that have suffered with dementia, we recognize those things. We recognize, even in his gait, right? The way that he's walking, you recognize that this is a man that is suffering from some form of dementia. And
Yeah, like low-key.
Stop it. Get some help.
Because low-key, man, like, they low-key just running away from this idea that, yeah, Biden is low-key decrepit and senile. And low-key, the American people, I need to ask y'all this question.
Why are you running?
From the idea that this man is senile.
Why are you running?
From the fact that the Democratic policies are trash.
Why are you running?
From the fact that Trump is not as bad as y'all think he is.
and they are not allowing the American public to know about it, or they have not in the past allowed them to know about it. So when all of a sudden they all, and I'm just referring to the mainstream media, begin parroting the exact same talking points, they're all saying the word panic, there's panic, there's panic. I think that was even the Chiron on CNN, that there was all of this panic that was happening, and sources in the DNC
Hey, is that a man, bro? Lord.
are worried. We should be suspicious, right? Because they are the biggest liars in the entire world. They spent 4 years telling us that there was nothing wrong with him and that anybody who was saying otherwise was just being mean. When they do a flip like that, it means that this has been agreed to. And what I suspect is going to happen is you're going to have a scenario where they're just going to trade him out. They're going to trade him out. They're going to put someone else there. That's exactly what they want. They didn't want to run the race with anybody else. And now they're going to magically say, oh, we are going to install maybe someone like Gavin Newsom. If you want to deal with a real villain, we have a Gavin Newsom presidency, someone that is well within their ecosystem and who they can control without having to worry about the fact that they can't put him in front of a camera, right? They quite literally every day have to wake up concerned about the fact that they cannot put him in front of a camera.
And they just gave the fuck up at a certain point. They were just like, bro, we give up. he's getting more and more off track every day, getting more and more senile every day. There's like, bro, the amphetamine ain't even working. The adrenaline shots not working no more. At a certain point, they just ran out of time. Biden just ran out of, well, brain cells, I guess.
Joe Biden cannot be put in front of a camera. That is ultimately embarrassing. It's too much work for them, worrying about whether or not the president of the United States is going to lose his bowels at public events. It simply cannot stand. You have people walking him off stage, like he's their client, like he's their patient, rather. And so they are ready to trade him out for a newer model of somebody that they can control. And I am very concerned as to who that individual is. So in order for this race to stay, I guess, authentic in any capacity, even though it's not, given all the things that they are doing, I actually do want Joe Biden to remain the Democratic nominee. And I do not suspect that will happen. Moving on to another story. So Piers Morgan responded.
But alrighty, though. We're just going to keep it on that point, though. Because like I said, she cooked them. And we all know the whole Piers Morgan thing about Brigitte Macron. But we already got into that. Don't worry. Look through the catalog. And let me know if y'all want me to go through that again. Because it was a pretty interesting story. Not going to lie. So the French First Lady might be a man. Well. Anyway, though. Let me know y'all thoughts and comments in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This is S.E.T Media. I am out. Might be back with some more, though. Who knows?